Welcome people to another installment of Dark Souls 3. I hope you're having a great day, and onward we go to Irithyl Dungeon. Irithyl Dungeon is a location in Dark Souls 3 where deadly jailers guard the cells of corpses, where corpses decay and rats scurry away. But the Ashen One must face this danger in their search for the Lords of Cinder. Oh yes. Irithyl Dungeons, which we will not be arriving really immediately. There is this small transition area before it. This is a bit of a treacherous area, but the good news is that we have a bonfire above us. Irithyl Dungeon is a bit of a maze. Many things are hidden away, many secrets scurried and scattered away. This is an obvious trap, as you can see. They will see us, so they will run away. The foolish ones will try to chase them and kill them, and trust me, I was one of these foolish ones. We will try to chase them and try to kill them before they run away, in an effort to minimize the amount of enemies that we will find. But to our surprise, there is one enemy waiting for us right here. That we must deal with swiftly, lest he will destroy us. Now by doing that, we will trigger them to come back to us and try to kill us. The second tough enemy is this guy over here, which also we will need to take care of fast. I think this weapon does not proc my second passive, which is the healing passive. It's a bit of a troublesome thing. Yeah. Oh yes, it does, okay. It does. Alright, never mind. Can I buff them? Yes I can. Great. Great thing indeed. Now, is there something here? Not really. Not really. Alright, so onward we go to a more open area. There should be an invasion here, and I am kindled, so I expect an invasion here. But I don't know. Maybe invasions... Oh yes, it doesn't happen yet again. For some reason, invasions are not happening like they should. Have I done something wrong? I don't know. But you know what? I'll be looking into this in due time and see why on earth am I not getting the usual invasions. And here we are, right at the doorstep of the dungeon. Like I said, this is a maze and it's a treacherous place and filled with annoying enemies. This is already a shortcut, and a long one to be honest. It's gonna take us some time to reach it. Now, there is a awesome place that we will see right here. Oh, this amazing place. I adored this particular corpse right here because, as you can see, you take his item and he screams at you, and it's amazing. It's like you never think about Dark Souls as this scary place, and then here you are with that thing that will scare the living crap out of you. There's another scare, no, two other scares incoming, but since I already know about these, they're not gonna be, you know, startling me. I can open this one, but there is a dungeon cell or a cell door that I will require a certain key in order to open, and that key is important. It's very important. It's locked. This is the one I'm talking about. I don't think this item is very interesting. I don't remember quite what's it all about, but I don't think it's that very interesting of an item. Nevertheless, goodbye. Once we obtain that key, we will be able to free up one of the important NPCs. This is a trap, so you be careful. As you can see, if you try to take this item right here, you will fall. And you know what? The first time I arrived here, he pushed me away. Some of these are problematic because they might be, you know, infected with leeches, that they will transform and will be a bit tougher to handle. There's the second jailer. Be careful, she has a weird debuff where she will deplete your HP and will make it so it will be the smallest you've ever seen. So anything will be able to one-shot you, even these things. I don't really understand how it works because she used that mist, and I think it's that mist that makes my HP deplete. I'm not certain though, or I think it's the fact that she becomes red. Yeah, as you can see, my health is retracted already. It's an interesting concept, and it really catches us off guard. The first time you see it, you cannot believe what happened. It's even worse than a curse, because it will make your life even lowest of all lows. As the second scare, it's locked. We will need a key. I think I was debating within myself. The key I was talking about, it's either going to be the jailbreak key. It's like a joke kind of key that was made by the jailers, because there's really no escape in this area. That they will be dropping to the inmates and see them panic as they open that cell and realize there is nowhere to run. There is that key, and there is the second key, which is a lot more important, and that's the key that I am talking about. Goodbye. Once I deal with that, these are not going to be bigger problems. I think they are susceptible to thrust attacks, and this spear is really good in that domain. Goodbye. Ooh, you got me. Alright. Alright. There's the other one. This is a very important item. Again, we will need a key. I like this. I like this because we are in a dungeon after all. And oh, here we go. Here's the one I am talking about. Now he hits me and he immediately procs the bleed effect, which I will need to be able to take care of as fast as I can, or it's gonna be a problem for me. Here we go. If that bar explodes or reaches the maximum, it will take a big chunk of my health. And like I said in an earlier episode, there is two ways to deal with this. One of them, or not really two ways, but two apparent ways. One of them is to take a anti-bleed plant, and the second one is to just have a torch, because leeches do not like torches. A large soul, nothing here. I'm gonna be taking this place a bit slowly in order to make certain I do not miss too much of this place, because again, it's a big maze, and mazes have good things. Oh, that was close. Usually I just dodge these things. After I take the item, I just go away. But you know what? I'm gonna take care of them. Why not? I'm really liking the damage I'm getting from these swords. Also makes me wonder, does this work with Leo Werfring, strength and thrust weapon counterattacks? Ah, it's just counterattacks. Go away, leeches. I guess one of them caught me some way, somehow. And here we have the old sorcerer set. For those of you who do play Dark Souls 1, you know which set is this. And if you start a sorcerer in Dark Souls 1, this is the set you get. If you don't start a sorcerer, you'll get it in the Underberg after rescuing the apprentice sorcerer. This guy is a bit of a problem, and we can open the door for him, which we will do. You know what? We will do. Why not? Yeah. Oh yes, I know. You were locked there for so long, you only want to play games with me. Deal with the leeches. Oh yes, it does quite a lot of damage. And just like I said before, any type of fire attack will be able to completely disable him. So you do not really need to be fighting him as painfully as I did right now. But hey, again, I'm trying to get used to the spears that I have. So I'm trying to test it in different situations, near walls and everything, so you can kinda get used to the moveset and its limits. Now I believe I have finished this particular part of the dungeon, which is lovely. Got the items, understood that there is one more door that I need to open, and probably a shortcut up there, and we will go to the second part of the dungeon, which is across the bridge right here. How do I reach that? Easy. You go through this side. Now to my right is gonna be a jailer, so I need to be taking care of it as soon as possible. That attack is a menace. So before anything, let me just take care of these. See my HP? Oh yes, you see my HP, don't you? Now that's a problem, that's a big problem. And I think I need to get away from her as far as possible in order for my HP to be back. I think it's when she turns red, like so, is when the debuff starts taking effect. I always thought that it's the mist, but then again it's not a mist, which makes me wonder, what does the mist do really? I really wonder. No need to waste my Estus Flask because I'm gonna be fighting her and she's gonna be doing the same thing. Could probably use this, which is a bit more helpful in this situation. It's a dash. There is this guy. which apparently magically goes into the ceiling. Okay, alright. Nothing I can do about that. He's in another dimension now. Yeah, you can hear this screaming. It's already setting up the mood, so to say. It's setting up the place. It's already making it like a creepy place. And so many people got their asses handed to them right here. So many people were scared shitless, should I say, by this fella right here. Oh no, I don't want to attack you. He's harmless, really. He's not gonna attack, but this big creepy face that follow you as you move around. Like, imagine your first playthrough, you come through here and boom, that's the only thing and the first thing you see first. Man, I recently saw one of them streamers on Twitch, and this guy owned him, literally. It's so funny. This is why I like to watch other people play video games and do all these walkthroughs and everything, because at the end of the day, we're not watching the game. We're watching the guy who plays the game make all sorts of mistakes and experience the game the way we did not do the game, really. Each and every one of us plays these games in a different manner. I, for example, do not kill this guy. He's not harmful, so let him be. Why not? Other ones like him are gonna be harmful, but not him. Here's the Miss Problems. Here's second Miss Problems, which seems to be... Ooh, no. Oh man. I should probably have not... That's one. Second one wants to brand me, but thankfully I do have this charge with the two spears that knocks them away and makes me able to attack from a bigger place. And as we wait for our HP to kinda reset, this guy I think is gonna be hostile. Yup, there you go. But the guy does not have that much resistance and will be swiftly dealt a killing blow. And you're dead. And you're dead. And there is that. I think, oh yes, this is the other shortcut. We cannot open this, and we will reach it from under, or from yonder, like others say. Let's hope that I can... Oh no, yeah, it's I forgot about this trap in particular. Goodbye. And goodbye, Crystal Lizard. Not to worry, I'll be back later to take care of you. This is the one that was making all those sounds, should I say. This one too is hostile. So, he shall die, as he too will clip through the wall or whatever. I don't know why. It never happened to me, to be honest. But I think it's the sheer size of these things that makes things different or difficult for them. Homeward Bones. And that item we reach by unlocking the locked door over there. Now, I hope I did not miss the keys. the first set of keys. I am certain I didn't, because I did take this area thoroughly. But yeah, I am positive I did not miss it. They're going to be located a bit farther down the line, which is not a big problem. Not a big deal at all. It's like this is the first kind of part of the dungeon, and that's the second and a bit toughest or deepest part of the dungeon. Before we go there, we get presented by this beautiful view. And this is the profound capital. An amazing place, and down there is actually going to be one of the bosses waiting for us. It's Yawn the Giant. You can see him on the trailer, that giant dude with a big machete waiting for us. This is of a small bit of a trap, nothing too serious. As you can see, this fella is waiting for me. Ow, dude. The 1 HP rage is real. Nevertheless. Ow. Wanted to aggro this fella before I do anything. There you go. Goodbye. What do you have for me? Of course, a dung pie. Why not? Why not? Only in Dark Souls you get literal shite as you kill something and you wait for a reward. Here's your reward. Pooh. Weird chain, lock, a chest that breathes. You know the deal. You know what's this. Always be careful. These guys pack a punch. I'm a bit lucky here because he kept doing this, or his grab attack, and he gives us an Estus Shard. Very important item. A sound to the right starts echoes as we approach this place. It's obviously something big, because it's heavy breathing, and as we want to investigate, we see a patrol of jailers. These are small jailers, nothing of a problem, but given the opportunity, these things will be absolutely destroying us, even though they're frail, even though they're not going to be dealing a lot of damage. Still, trying to be brave or anything will always result in one's demise. And actually, I died once here. I've already dealt with these once, and I was like, they're not really big of a problem. Let me just, rush them and kill them all in a big, fancy attack. Without realizing, as you can see, my HP dwindles. Even as I talk about them right now, they are still a threat to me. There's another guy here, again waiting for him to be taken care of. Oh, they deal damage. Make no mistake, they will deal damage. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna ram you and take care of you. Item right here. Soul of a Weary Warrior. As you can see, many entrances to this place. This is the official going down, and these are drop downs. And drop downs to what? To a sleeping giant. Sleeping giant. Now, why would I drop down here? Because there's a crystal lizard a crystal lizard that has some twinkling titanite. So I have the choice. Either drop down there and deal with the crystal lizard, or drop down here and try to sneak. So you know what? Let me first check the walls. I think there is a hidden wall somewhere right here. An illusory wall. This is gonna be openable. It's sort of a small shortcut. This way we can see what awaits us. Now there is an important item down there. A very lovely item down there. There is this giant that can be woken up. I can fight him up here, which is gonna be a big problem. Or I can fight him down there, at his feet. And we've already fought giants, and we already know that they're not gonna be as big of a threat on their feet as when you try to fight them at a level of their hands. They have big swipes, they are a bit faster, and a bit problematic overall. So you know what? Let me just go down here and see if I can have a go at the lizard. Lucky me. Oh, it's not a twinkling, it's a charm. Man, oh yes, I was smitten to my demise, which is good, which is probably good for me. Give me a second here, let me check the time, because I have not the time. Yeah, 27 minutes. I can continue a bit, or I can, you know what, let me stop here for now. We are almost at the second part of the dungeon, and I'm not gonna be bothering you guys with rerunning this entire area. So the next time we meet, I will be standing where I died next time, and from there on some interesting stuff is gonna happen. We will meet Carla, and we will get to see some new things. So until then, you guys take good care of yourselves. This has been Yagami, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye bye.